It was a cold night in a small town in Oregon. The wind was strong and the trees shook outside the little house on Maple Street. Inside the house, 12-year-old Liam sat near the window looking at the stars. Liam was different from other kids. He felt it every day. He didn't know why, but strange things always happened around him. Once, when he was scared, the lights in his room turned off without him touching the switch. Another time, a book flew from the shelf and landed in his hands when he only thought about it. His mom, Julia, was kind and caring. She worked at a small bakery in town. She never talked about Liam's father. Liam didn't ask. He knew his mom got sad when people talked about the past. "Liam," his mom said, walking into the room, "time to sleep." Liam nodded and walked to his bed. He looked at the stars one more time and closed his eyes. That night, he had a dream. In the dream, an old man with a long gray beard and a black robe stood in front of him. "Liam," the man said, "your time has come." Liam opened his eyes quickly. It was morning. Sunlight came through the curtains. His mom was already in the kitchen making toast. He walked in slowly. "Mom," he said, "do you believe in magic?" Julia looked up. Her face changed. She looked like she had a secret. "Why do you ask?" she said. "I had a dream," Liam said. "A man in black told me my time has come." Julia put down the butter knife. "It's time you know the truth," she whispered. Liam sat down. He could feel his heart beating fast. "Your father," Julia said, "was not just a normal man. He was a wizard, a strong one. He went to a secret school in the mountains. That's where I met him." Liam's eyes grew wide. "A wizard? Like magic?" "Yes," she said, "and you have the same gift. That's why strange things happen around you." Liam felt both excited and scared. "What happened to him?" Julia looked down. "He disappeared during a battle to protect the school. I haven't seen him since, but I know he believed you would be special." Just then, the doorbell rang. Liam and his mom looked at each other. "Go see who it is," she said softly. Liam opened the door. A tall woman in a dark green cloak stood there. Her eyes were sharp but kind. "Liam Carter?" she asked. "Yes," he said. "I'm Professor Ilara. I've come to take you to Elmswood, the School of Magic." Liam stood still. "This is real?" Professor Ilara nodded. "Yes, and your training begins today." Liam turned to his mom. She smiled, tears in her eyes. "Go," she said. "Be who you were meant to be." He hugged her tight. "I'll come back," he whispered. "I know," she said. With that, Liam followed Professor Ilara. Outside the house, a carriage with no horses waited. It floated above the ground. Liam stepped in, The door closed by itself, and a carriage flew into the sky. The journey took hours. They flew over forests, rivers, and snowy mountains. Finally, the carriage landed near a castle hidden deep in the woods. The castle had tall towers and glowing lights. "Elmswood," Elara said. Inside the castle, Liam saw other children. Some looked nervous, some excited. They all had the same gift. They were all different. The first class was with Professor Thorn. He had wild hair and a loud voice.
"Magic is not a toy,"
he said.
"It comes from the heart. Use it with purpose."
Liam learned to move small objects with his mind. He learned to light a candle without fire. He even made a small bird fly from a drawing. Days turned into weeks. Liam made friends. Alex, a boy who could freeze water with his hands, and Bella, a girl who could talk to animals. One night, Liam sat by the lake near the school. He looked up at the stars again. "Missing home?" Bella asked, sitting next to him. "A little," Liam said, "but I feel like I belong here." "That's how I felt too," Bella said. Suddenly, a loud sound came from the trees. A dark figure appeared. It was a man in black, his face hidden under a hood. "You are not safe here," the man said in a deep voice. Liam stood up. "Who are you?" "I once protected this school," the man said. "But now, darkness is coming, and only you can stop it." Before Liam could speak, the man disappeared into the trees. Liam ran back to the school. He told Professor Elara everything. She looked serious. "We've heard whispers," she said. "Something dark is returning. We must prepare." The students trained harder. Liam felt something grow inside him, a strong power. He could feel the energy in the wind, in the ground, even in the light. One evening, the sky turned dark. Clouds covered the stars. A loud crack shook the sky. The school bell rang. "They're here!" someone shouted. Black shadows flew across the sky. Dark wizards attacked the school. Fire flew through the air. Liam stood at the gate with Alex and Bella. "We fight together," Bella said. "Yes," Liam said. "For our school, for our future." They used their powers: water, wind, fire, light. Liam remembered Professor Thorn's words. "Magic comes from the heart." He closed his eyes and felt his heart. He thought of his mom, of his friends, of his father. A bright light came from his hands. The dark shadows stopped. The sky became clear. The battle was over. Later, Professor Elara put her hand on Liam's shoulder. "Your father would be proud," she said. Liam smiled. For the first time, He felt strong. He felt whole. He knew who he was now. Not just a boy from a small town, but a wizard with a purpose. And his story had just begun. Vocabulary list. Whispers, quiet talking, often secret or mysterious. Disappear, to go away or become invisible. Purpose, the reason for doing something. Journey, a long trip or travel. Protect, to keep someone or something safe. Gift, a special skill or talent. Attack, to try to hurt or fight shadow, a dark shape made when something blocks light. Battle, a fight between groups or people. Energy, power that can be used to do work or action.